Yo, this is the Big Mike. Welcome to the program, Choose to Change. Yes, people, listen, there are foods that can really slow down the system, all right? And then there are food that can speed up the system. So we want to work with food that speed up the whole system, the whole metabolic system. And today we want to talk about one of the biggest topic and one of the plague that have been plaguing people. We're talking about a lot of people obese, a lot of people overweight. And we want to look at that today. Today, we want to look at some of the things that will really slow you down and then some of the things going to speed up your system. And we have Master Stanley going to talk about the weight loss, talk about the whole metabolics system and how to deal with it and what could be contributing to some of the things that will actually cause disease or some of the things that will slow down the system. We want to talk about weight loss, people. We want to talk about weight loss today. We want to be able to help you to get your system to optimum level. All right? So this is the Big Mike. We're coming right back to talk about weight loss. Boom!
And turbocharges them and massively increases the amount of contact time so that we're getting these amazing removal rates of all the contamination and everything else that you don't want in your water.
When we begin to look from the inside out, we can understand that when we make ourselves toxic, we affect our health not just for today, but for a lifetime.
Yes, welcome back to the program, Choose to Change. Wow, we have a packed program for you guys, so get ready. You know, at the end of the program, we have a recipe. Make sure to have your pen, have your paper, because you have to take some notes. All right? But people, listen, one of the biggest issues that we have dealing right now is a lot of overweight people. All right? Throughout the world, it's spent about $3.7 trillion in dealing with issues that has to relate with being overweight or the whole metabolic syndrome. All right? And today we want to talk about some of the issues that actually deals or is the cause of metabolic issues. All right? My good partner here with me. All right, master researcher, we have Stanley in the house. Stanley, how things, man?
It's nice to be here.
Well, I'm glad that you're on this program, man.
Yeah, I'm glad to be here too. Any program with Big Mike, I mean, come on. Yeah, it's really wonderful to be here. So, this metabolic syndrome that we have going on, well, it's a global epidemic, and that figure that you quoted there is really a global problem. And what I've seen in the local and even the international industry is people fighting a losing battle against the bulge. But it's like a tail-chasing puppy. You're going round and round in circles, and you're never really achieving the goal of your weight loss. Also, you find people would get that weight loss going for a short period of time. So they take it off, they take some photos, and they replenish their wardrobe, because you can't wear those big clothes again. You replenish your wardrobe, and then those clothes very shortly becomes obsolete. You have to put them back in the wardrobe and go back to your big size. And that is because they're just dealing with the symptom of the issue. So the whole issue, and we've been in this industry of health and nutrition for many, many years, but I have never really endorsed any product that deals specifically with weight loss, simply because I understood from way back then that the weight issue is really a symptom of a bigger problem. So I never was focused on that. And then whatever was available on the market to deal with those kind of condition, I never felt that it worked properly. Of course, it couldn't work for any long term because it was dealing with symptoms and not the real cause. But of course, part of the reason why we're here is because we're addressing solutions to that problem. And the fact is we actually discovered that breakthrough that we've been monitoring for the last 12 months. 12 months that we've been monitoring the results of this product before we even bothered to take it to market. So that's part of the reason why we're here, Mike. Sometimes the audience is going to be very happy that you tuned in today, for sure.
Oh, yeah. And one of the issues, Stanley, that we have been seeing, and a lot of time people believe that fat get them fat, and not realizing the real culprit of the matter, or the real culprit behind the whole scene, is it has to do with sugar.
Yeah.
With high food corn syrup.
Yeah.
It's the real issues behind some of the symptoms or some of the disease.
Well, on the whole, our lifestyle, the toxins that we are exposed to, the processed foods that we eat, our bodies were never designed to deal with the type of toxins that are available now. Mm-hmm. It wasn't. The body does natural detoxification element in the body that deals with that detox, but not prepared. Nowhere is the body designed to deal with the millions of pathogens and chemicals and stuff like that. The shampoo that we're using, the soap that we're using, toothpaste, the water that we drink, and everything. If you want to stop being toxic, you got to stop breathing because the air that you breathe, pollution's everywhere. It puts the body under enormous stress to cope with these metabolic, these type of invaders coming in from outside. And then we feed ourselves those type of food that are in pack, cans, tin, bottle. And once they are packaged, you know that it has some element of chemical in it that the body cannot recognize as food and break down as food. So it treats it as a foreign invader, and then it goes into panic mode and try to save you from those toxins. And a large part of the reason is that when fat starts to develop, the body, you're taking some toxin, and toxin is coming into your body, and your immune system recognizes this toxin and knows that it's going to kill you, and it takes it and it deposits that toxin into fat tissue. Wow. So the fat tissue.
So you get it here.
You get it around your gut, you get it around your legs, your arms, and that's where. So a lot of the toxins are stored in those areas. So even when you go and you're doing some weight loss program, and you hear this burn fat, this element and this burn fat, you don't just want to burn fat because you could be creating a problem for yourself. Because if toxins are stored in the fat to save your life, because it's either it end up in the fat or it end up in an organ, fat is safety. So your immune system is saving you from the toxins. It put it in fat. So in some cases, your fat is your friend.
Wow.
Your fat is your friend because it's actually saving your life. Now, if you want to just burn that fat off, where that toxin is going to go, if you don't detox and you drop the fat, you burn the fat, that toxin can easily be reabsorbed into any organ of the body. So just doing a weight loss or a fat loss for fat loss sake is really dangerous. You got to know how you're going to approach that systematically to get, well, firstly, you understand the problem, and then effectively applying the solution to the problem is what we're all about here today. It's like a double-edged sword. So the depression causes the weight gain, and then the weight gain adds to the depression because there's that frustration to get the body back into balance, and then you go into binge eating, and people get depressed, and in order to satisfy that depression or to treat with that, they go into binge eating and they eat. And what they're eating is not like carrots, and your body don't crave for that when you're depressed. Nobody craves for carrot and cabbage and cauliflower and those things. They crave for the things that are very unhealthy for them, and they indulge, they eat all the, I don't want to call it names because we have no court clothes. Not just court clothes, I mean, because the things are that we know and we understand, because we're going to have to give you a list, but the list is so extraordinarily long. that it will take us a whole day to list the products that are not good for you.
Wow. So, people, listen, I mean, I know some of you out there have tried all kind of things. All right, but we want to do it right this time. We want to set the stage right for you this time. We want to help you to really take charge of your health and to be in that weight, that way you feel at best, where you feel you know you're able to approach anybody with that conviction and confidence that, hey, this is me, world, this is me, well, hello world, this is me. And you're feeling proud of yourself. You know, people, it's time to take charge of your health. You know, and we're going to come right back and tell you more about the products that will be able to help you to change your life. This is the Big Mike here. And Stan, we're all here just talking. We're just talking about health.
Yeah.
All right? Boom!
And turbocharges them and massively increases the amount of contact time, so that we're getting these amazing removal rates of all the contamination and everything else that you don't want in your water.
When we begin to look from the inside out, we can understand that when we make ourselves toxic, we affect our health not just for today, but for a lifetime.
Yes, people, we are back. We are back here. We are talking about one of the biggest topics in the world, I must say. We're talking about metabolic syndrome, and that could lead to a number of things. Is the root cause. You know, if people talk about the fire under the kettle is what create all the different issues, like for instance diabetes, for instance depression, mood swing, and a lot of people stress out. And when you're stressed, some people sit down when the system's so stressful that they're being under so much of stress, they sit down and start to eat, and this cause you end up obese or put on too much weight. So, but it starts with the whole metabolic syndrome. Stanley, tell us more about that now, man. I mean, you see master this thing. Tell us now.
Well, metabolic syndrome is really, well, metabolism in the first place is your body's ability to break down the food and substances that you would put in your body. Your body's ability to break down that in a form that your body is able to now uptake the nutritional value of whatever that you have eaten. And well, there's a school of thought, most of the medical scientists will tell you that most of the conditions that we suffer from is as a result of deficiency. Deficiency. It has something called scurvy. They used to say scurvy used to kill people long time by thousands of people. They blame scurvy for it. Until they get to find out that scurvy is just
a deficiency.
A deficiency of vitamin C,
Yeah.
right? But they found out that long after they thought. So eventually, they're going to come to terms with the fact that all that we are dealing with in terms of trying to bombard these conditions with drugs, that it have a lot to do with deficiency. And why is there deficiency? Yeah, there's a deficiency in the quality or compromised quality of food that we eat, but also the body's ability to break down even the good stuff that we eat so that the body could benefit from that nutritional value. You talk about emotional imbalances. Okay, emotional balance comes from chemical imbalances. The chemicals that cause you to be depressed or happy, the happy hormone and that kind of stuff. But all of them, the base of those things are primarily amino acids. But you have to break down, in most cases, amino acids from stuff that you eat, your proteins and stuff. You break down your proteins into amino acid, and then, or you break down your amino acid and it make protein, and then that converts into amino acid. Is a very complex cycle that it goes through. But anytime you're deficient in any of those amino acids, you are in some serious emotional problems along with other conditions. And that's another story. We may have to take another program to deal with that. But let's zero in.
Yeah.
Let me talk about metabolic syndrome, and we get the importance of having a healthy gut in terms of overall health, but specifically to weight management. Today, that's what we're dealing with. And that condition, let me just say it, the University of, the Washington University of Medicine conducted a study with 4 sets of twins. But the 4 sets, one side of the twin were obese, while the other one was slim. And what they did is that they extracted the gut bacteria from the gut, and they injected it into mice. And what they found after a period of feeding those mice with the same food, basically, the gut or the mice that had the bacteria, the gut bacteria of the obese twin, they became obese.
Wow.
And over the same period of time, the mice that had the gut bacteria of the slim twin, that person, that mice, example, they remain slim also. They weren't obese. That proved conclusively to them that this whole issue of obesity had everything to do with gut health and, of course, the metabolic process that the body would go through. If you're dealing with weight loss or weight gain or health on the whole, health reformation, and you're not taking it from the standpoint of treating with metabolic issue that you are shooting in the dark. One of the big problems we have with metabolic issue is the fact that we have been exposed to antibiotics over the years for some reason or the other. Now, I'm not against an antibiotic. Antibiotics have saved millions and millions of lives. And you hear some health practitioners will tell you, don't use antibiotic. That is dangerous. It is reckless. You don't do that. If you have to use the antibiotic, use it. Anti is against. Biotic is life, so it's against life. But obviously, your medical practitioner would have discovered that there is something in you trying to kill you. And it might be overwhelming your immune system, so it needs assistance from outside. They use antibiotic to help to contain it or get rid of it. But antibiotic, they're not intelligent. They go in there and they don't discriminate. They wanted a man named Saddam Hussein some years ago, and they went in and they bombed out the whole country, right? Bomb. So that is how antibiotic work. When it go in there, it just bomb.
Boom.
You have a lot of casualties. Now, what you have, and that's what it does. But what you want to do after you use your antibiotic, you want to replace it with good, healthy probiotic, and that's another topic, because without that healthy probiotic, you're going to end up in some problem. But we have here with us, we won't put it on the screen yet, but we have the solution. So don't be despair, because I think I'm observing some depressed people out there because it seems dismal. But trust me when I tell you that we have found the solution, and it didn't just fall into our lap. It took a lot of years, it took a lot of research, but we got it right. And we're going to be dropping that for you. We have one of the most amazing, wonderful metabolic combination that you could ever come across. So you want to do right now as you're sitting there, go to BigMikeMetabolic.com. That is BigMikeMetabolic.com. www.BigMikeMetabolic.com. And you're going to get a presentation. You can go right there and you can order it. Of course, you can call the Big Mike and the Big Mike Clinic, and you can also get a walkthrough. But what we're going to help to guarantee you, I don't like to guarantee, but because this is what has happened over the last 2 years of consistently using the product, we could guarantee you're going to lose 12
and 24.
12 and 24. That's 12 inches of your waist, or 12 pounds in 24 days on this protocol.
So Stanley, what you're saying that I could go back on Maracas Beach and walk proud again?
No, you could walk from Port of Spain to Maracas Beach in your bathing suit.
Don't make joke. This is what we're talking. Listen, people, you need to get on the program. All right? So we could go up to Maracas, as you say, you could walk from Maracas, from
Maruca to Maracas.
From Maruca to Maracas. You know, topless. Not for ladies now, like men we're talking about. But for everybody, I mean, make sure. But if you look, I mean, you can look good. You can feel proud to take off your shirt on the beach. All right? So listen, check us out. Give us a call. This is the Big Mike and Stanley. Don't forget, coming up, we have the recipe. We have a home recipe. Stanley need to come back in studio, man.
Well, you know, you
Next
call
week.
me Mike. You know.
Boom! Welcome, people. Welcome back to the program Choose to Change. With Master Stanley in the house, Master Researcher. I'm telling you, he's always ahead of things. He's always in front of the tide. And this is why, you know, the business is as successful as it is because of this man in the background. But today, he's in up front line. So listen, Stanley, we're going to make a bomb for the people.
Make a bomb for the people.
We're gonna hit them, show them about the home remedy. Listen, this is what you call the Big Mike yard broom, people. All right, so we have almonds here, sunflower seed here. All right, we have flax seed here. We have some prunes. All right, and we have some oats here, together with the tapa, the superior greens. This is just amazing. I'm telling you. Listen, he want to do, master researcher, he want to do a whole program with this product. I mean, this is amazing. All right? So, yes, incredible. And then we have some almonds. You know, listen, people, before we go on, the almond milk, you could make your own almond milk at home. You don't have to buy it. So what you could do, take some seed, like let's say like 2 cup of seeds, and you use like about 4 cups of water, right? 2 cups of seed, 4 cups of water, and soak it overnight in some sea salt. Make sure you get a good brand of sea salt. If it's not dark in color or pink, forget it. You want to make sure it's dark in color or pink. All right, a lot of salt out there is sea salt, but you want to get some good sea salt in it, like a teaspoon, and you soak it overnight, and the next day you blend it. Don't try to take out the skin. Just blend it. Yeah. It's gonna get white like snow. All right, so let's start. So we're gonna start here now. With half cup of, I'm not using any measurement. I get so accustomed with this thing. So we have some oats here. All right, half cup of oats. We also have some flax seed here with some chai seed too. We use half cup. Oh boy, we have almonds.
Flaxseed is a very rich source of omega.
Yes, 3.
Yeah, among a whole lot of
yes.
nutrition
So,
benefits. Yeah.
and listen, people, fiber. What fiber does for you? Listen, it's not digestible, but here what happened. It absorbs the water in the surrounding areas, and then it started to swell. And when it started to swell, you're talking about the yard broom. All ever to sweep all the yard long time. I used to sweep my yard. You know. You couldn't go and watch no TV and do anything unless you do your chores at home. So I know about those things. So all right. So we have the you see the different nuts here. So sunflower seed. So what happened when it swells inside the system? Able to sweep the colon, sweep the whole digestive system, get the system clean, and don't forget the prunes. Those of you who constipated, this is excellent. No, for people who really constipated, I'm not talking about constipated, you're talking about stagnation. You're not moving. You can add like a half cup of coconut oil, cold pressed coconut oil to this too. All right? So you're going to add the almond milk here now.
Make sure it's cold pressed coconut oil.
Make sure it's cold pressed coconut oil. All right, people. Have almond milk here. Yes. All right. So you're using like probably about 6 glasses of the almond milk. All right?
I salivated, press that button.
Don't forget the superior greens. Superior greens. Hey. Now you can add some honey to this thing. Oh, Yvette now showed me something here. This is honey, people. Yes.
But that honey, that real honey, no.
There's the real honey. Look how thick. Hey. All right. Thick honey. Yes. Right. So we add some honey there. And then you better now remind me about, all right, cinnamon together with some nutmeg. Yeah. All right? Good stuff. Nutmeg prevents stroke. Cinnamon helps to mash up the brain plaque or plaque within the brain. All right. Yes, man. Hey, look at that. Let's see it. Hey. Let's see what's going on there. Real power, real time. Yeah. Yes.